So hello and welcome to the 2020 Bluebird Care Christmas Awards. John and I would like to welcome all our Bluebird Care North Hampshire and West Berkshire care and office staff to this somewhat different ceremony for this year. So you can see that both John and I have dressed for the occasion, and we hope you have too. So or at the very least, I hope you've got a glass of something to hand when you watch. We're recording this and plan to make it available on Christmas Eve, so you can all watch it at your leisure. And this is the third time, the third year that we've run these awards under normal circumstances, of course, with combined giving out these awards in person with our Christmas party, and everyone would be invited to attend at our Kingsclear offices. But of course, because of COVID-19 restrictions this year, we've been forced to improvise, but we're still determined to recognise each and every one of our wonderful office team and care assistants, even if it is remotely.
Thank you, Phil. So if we remind ourselves the running order, we have a total of 4 categories with a total of 9 awards being given out to our care assistants across both offices and also across domiciliary and live-in care. So reminding ourselves, the 4 categories are: first one, peer-to-peer. This is where your colleagues will nominate a care assistant to receive this award. The second category, the office award, where your office colleagues have nominated a care assistant, one from each office. Customer choice, you'll know that we have sent all of our customers a nomination form and asked them to make their choices, which we have collated. But also many of them have used the opportunity to provide lovely written feedback, which we would like to share with you during this ceremony. The fourth and final award is the Director's Award, where Phil and I have chosen to make 3 awards for care assistants that we believe epitomise the values of Bluebird Care, and we would like to take that opportunity to specifically recognise those individuals. Finally, we will also be mentioning our Long Service Award winners, and to use this forum to mention our 1-year, 3-year and 5-year clubs as well. We want to assure you that when the restrictions have been removed and we can get back to normal, we will be reinstating the year club activities in 2021 as soon as possible. As directors, Phil and I are so proud and humbled to work with an amazing team of care assistants who are in turn supported by an amazing office team. You all know what Bluebird Care stands for. You always put the customers first, you always value the unique qualities of each of your customers, and you see the whole individual and not just a list of tasks that you have got to complete. You always deliver a standard of care that you would want for your own loved ones. Each and every day, you not only provide the very highest quality of care, but you have also done amazing things to enrich and improve the quality of life of all your customers. Under normal circumstances, we know that you're always involved in a range of activities like the annual beach trip, monthly craft and cuppa, Silver Sunday, taking customers out on various trips like pantomime. With COVID-19 restrictions, this has not been possible during 2021. However, you still managed to come up with creative and innovative ways of actually continuing to provide support to your customers. And a couple of great examples are Carenza coming up with the wonderful idea of creating and delivering personalised shoe boxes full of Christmas trees as part of the Combating Loneliness campaign. The amount of effort involved and the reaction of those customers who received the shoe boxes and their families has been truly wonderful. We also have the example where Sammy Stanley had to be shielded during the first lockdown, and rather than thinking of herself, she spent a majority of that lockdown period actually knitting beautiful red poppies that we were then able to deliver to customers as part of the poppy celebrations in November. Thank you both, Carenza and Sammy, for really going above and beyond. But we'd also like to thank everyone else who supported those range of activities during 2020. So Kim, JD and the other members of the office team and those care assistants who got heavily involved in other customer engagement activities. Not all superheroes wear a cape, but for Phil and me, a whole dedicated bunch of them wear a Bluebird Care uniform. So let's proceed with the awards. The first category is peer-to-peer, and we have Jane and Steph who will be giving out these awards. So over to you both.
The reason this person has won this particular award is because of their commitment to helping and supporting all the care assistants, not just new care assistants, but existing care assistants. They're not afraid to pass their knowledge on to other people, and everybody knows that they can go to this person if they're having any problems and just they want any advice at all. So it gives me great pleasure to announce that this award is going to Marjana Pilchowska. Well done, Marjana. Really proud of you.
So this person from the West Berkshire office hasn't been with us an awful long time. They joined us during the COVID pandemic and fell straight into the job, and it was absolutely amazing. She'd worked in a care home previously and not enjoyed it, so this was a bit of a risk trying this one, but she's flourished and is absolutely brilliant. She's a team player and is always there to help anyone that needs it. So it is with great pleasure that I present this award to Tegan Gibbard. Well done, Tegan.
And now it's time for our second award category. That's the Office Award. And it's over to Steph and Deanna to present the awards.
This award goes to somebody who has been a great team player this year. She's helped us with both living care and domiciliary care. She has been very committed to her job, and she has also had some great feedback from the customers. This award goes to Gabriella Cudrea.
Our award for North Hampshire is going to a person who's been very committed to her job role this year. She has been excellent with her peers as well as helping the customers in very difficult times. She always has a positive attitude to her work, and we really are thankful that she's part of our team. So this award goes to Chantel Clark.
And now for the third category, the Customer Awards. Having customers who are genuinely happy with the service they receive from Bluebird Care is really the lifeblood of our business for two key reasons. Firstly, they tend to stay as a customer longer, often moving from, 1 or 2 visits a week right through to being a live-in care customer. And secondly, they tell others about the excellent service that they receive from us, and this generates tremendous word-of-mouth referrals. Therefore, obtaining their feedback about the service that they receive, and more specifically getting their feedback from about the individual care assistants, is really helpful and is a great way of recognising and acknowledging the fabulous work that you do on behalf of your customers. So the process that was involved was we sent out nomination forms to each of the customers. We asked them to provide their choices for the award, and also they took the opportunity to provide some lovely written feedback. However, the process was difficult for the customers themselves. Not ready.
So right, the magic of video, you will be cut.
With one of the customers commenting that the girls who come are all very nice and very caring. I cannot possibly choose one from the other, so I'm sorry, I'm not voting. Before I announce the two recipients of the Customer Awards, I would like to share with you some of the wonderful written comments that they provided with their nominations. And while we can't give trophies to everyone, we feel it is important that I spend a minute or two just sharing with you these comments, and about, really epitomises how your customers feel about you and the differences that you make to them in their everyday life. Sarah shows compassion and initiative, from remembering Anne's likes and dislikes to carrying out duties to a very high standard. Kim is very dedicated to her job, but sadly Anne doesn't seem to see as much of her as she would like. She would like more Kim visits, please. Kelly, she lights up her room. She goes the extra miles, brings sunshine, laughter and care with her heart and mind. Practical, smart, adaptable, creative to her audience, a true professional who goes to infinity and beyond. Aya, strong, kind, intelligent lady, goes the extra mile to achieve the goal. Beautiful lady, passionate about people. Sally, always a winner, everybody's daughter, fits in wherever she goes, kind and caring and natural without doubt. Tanny, very attentive to my needs, helpful and considerate. Chloe, caring and kind, very good assistant. Sammy Stanley, has built up a good relationship with Margaret, follows requests and cares for Mum as if she was her own mother. Hayley, for defrosting Mum's freezer in record speed, you saved me a job. Thanks, Hayley. Eileen is very helpful, always cheerful, kind and caring. And I'll maybe mention just a couple more. Catherine, she has a lovely caring way that myself and my wife are very happy with, and she is always on time and rings if there is a reason why she will be late. And Sarah, she is a bundle of energy. She makes a lovely job of Sue's hair and nothing is a problem. So, Phil and I will now move on to actually presenting the awards to the two winners of the Customer Awards. The first winner of the Customer Award is a person who joined Bluebird Care earlier this year, actually. She has proven to be an exceptional care assistant. She has taken everything in her stride and nothing is too much trouble for her. She was always on hand to help cover extra calls outside of her availability, and due to her complete dedication to her customers. She has become a valuable member of the Bluebird Care team and is very much loved by her peers and especially by her customers. The customers that she visits never have a bad word to say about her. Nothing is too much trouble for her, and she will always go above and beyond to provide an outstanding level of care to her customers. Some comments from her customers include, very nice young lady, I'm always happy to see this person and look forward to her visit. She is kind, efficient and caring. Along with her customers, we all look forward to seeing for the future that brings to this individual. And this is the reason why Lisa Hawkins has won this year's Customer Choice for the Care Assistant Awards. So congratulations, Lisa, really, really well done.
And so Lisa wins the award for the West Berkshire office, and I've got the pleasure of reading out the result for the Customer Award for the North Hampshire office. So the winner of this award will celebrate her 5th year anniversary with Bluebird Care in February next year. And in this time, she has achieved so much. In the last 5 years, she's gone from care assistant to lead care assistant and is now a care mentor. So not only has her skills and kindness been noticed by her peers, but also obviously by her customers. She is very highly thought of by her customers, and her commitment to her role as care mentor has not gone unnoticed by everyone. She's always willing to do everything and anything that it takes to ensure that her customers receive an outstanding level of care, and nothing is ever too much trouble. Some quotes from her customers. She gets on well with my husband and understands his needs. She is good at everything. She's kind, caring, and always willing to help with anything that I ask her to do. And this person has also gone on to complete her QCF level 2, which is such a huge achievement for her. She's wasted no time to put that knowledge and skills from her QCF into practice to deliver the outstanding level of care to all of her customers. And this is why Marjana has won the Customer Choice Award for our care assistants in North Hampshire. Congratulations, Marjana, and we'll get the award to you just as soon as we can. Okay, and now to our fourth and final awards category, and that is the Directors Award. The Directors Awards are an opportunity for John and I to really recognise people that have stood out to us over the year. And although we're not in the office all the time, and we don't often get the chance to get out and see all of our staff doing the jobs and that they do and delivering care, we do get to hear a lot of what goes on. And with JD's help, we this year have very carefully chosen 3 care assistants to receive the Directors Award, and these 3 people have been with us a hugely varied amount of time over the years, from just a few months to many years. But all 3, we think, are very deserving of this year's Directors Awards for their commitment to the company and, of course, to their customers. So it's over to John to give out the first award.
Thank you, Phil. Phil and I have chosen this individual because she has come such a long way in such a short period of time, having joined Bluebird Care in July 2020. This individual delivers very high quality of care to all of our customers and is truly passionate about her role as a care assistant. And while this individual is currently studying university, she is also on hand to help out when we are short-staffed, and will always go the extra mile to ensure that her customers are safe and well cared for. All of the customers that this individual visits adore her, and all of the care assistants that she works with also adore her. She has proven to be a very valuable member of the Bluebird Care family, and we would be lost without her. This individual will get to know her customers well, and an example of this is a customer enjoys seeing her as she has an ability to hold very good conversations with him, which he has said he really enjoys. Some customer comments about this individual is she is a strong, kind, intelligent lady who always goes the extra mile to achieve her goal. And I'm really pleased to say that the first recipient of the Director Care Award for 2020 is Aya. So congratulations, Aya, and once again we'll endeavour to get your award out to you as soon as possible. So really well done.
Thanks, John. So I have the pleasure then to award the second Directors Award this year. And when this person first joined Bluebird Care, it was very, very hard to get them to say anything, in fact, to get any words out of them at all. He was very shy and did not seem to have much confidence in himself. But he's been now with Bluebird Care for 2 years, or have been with Bluebird Care for 2 years in March. And in this time, we have seen a huge change in him. He's grown so much in confidence, and he now is nearly the chattiest carer we have, especially when asking for a pay rise. That is noted. He has shown he's compassionate and passionate in the high standard of care that he delivers to his customers. He's very well liked by all other care assistants and with customers requesting that he completes all of their visits as he is their favourite. He's never afraid to get stuck in, particularly with events that we hold for our customers, and although this will give it away, for example, playing the ugly sister in the pantomime last year and delivering ice lollies to customers' homes in the hot weather. So he's gone on to complete now his QCF level 2, and we could not, all of us within the office team and John and I, we could not be more proud of him. He's a valuable member of the team, and we look forward to what the future holds for him, and of course to many more pantomimes. So to James, I'm delighted to be able to present you with the second Directors Award this year. Many, many congratulations, and we'll get this award to you as soon as possible.
Thank you, Phil. And for the final recipient of the 2020 Directors Award, this person is our longest standing care assistant, having been with Bluebird Care for over 12 years, so that's probably gives it away. But I would like to say a few words before I announce the winner. This person is a valuable member of the Bluebird Care team and has an excellent approach when supporting particularly the new care assistants. And over the many years that this person has worked with Bluebird Care, she has many care assistants shadow her, and the feedback from those individuals has been outstanding, with comments like, she is very, very thorough and more than happy to answer any questions that I had a great time shadowing, she was amazing, and it really showed how passionate she is about her job. This person is very patient when she has new care assistants shadow her, and we don't know where we would be without her and the support that she has provided, particularly to new care assistants. She is always on hand to help out the supervisors with direct observations on care assistants and providing feedback to her supervisor about how the observations went. Not only does this individual support the care assistants, but she also supports with customer care reviews. We are truly fortunate to have a care assistant that has the experience and knowledge over such a long period of time, and what she does, and we're also very fortunate that she is always on hand to help out whenever needed. And I'm really, really pleased because obviously we go back a long way, and I'm really proud to say that the recipient for the last Director Award for 2020 is Tanya Verney. So congratulations, Tanya, and really well done, and thank you for all your contributions that you've made over the many years that you've worked with Bluebird Care. So thank you very much indeed.
Okay, so we've come to the end of our annual awards for this year. However, John and I wanted to use this opportunity to recognise our 10-year long service award winners. And we believe it's really important to recognise all of our employees, but of course especially those who have achieved a significant length of service. And each year, for those of you who perhaps have joined us more recently and don't know, we recognise those people that have reached 1 year, 3 year, 5 year and 10 years service. And over the last few years we've invited people to organise events, and that's seen us go to Bombay Sapphire, the gin distillery. We've been to Marwell Zoo. We've been last year on a horse-drawn barge trip, to name just a few. And really that's just a small token of our appreciation to thank those individuals for being a part of the ongoing success of Bluebird Care. And with all that's gone on in 2020, we've been unable to recognise all those long service awards. However, when it's possible in 2021, of course, we will resume them. For today, we'd like to present a 10-year club trophies to the 6 employees who have achieved that long service award. Of Of course, many of them now have gone well past 6 years, and we've got people now in our business who have been with us for 12 or almost 13 years. So whilst those individuals have already received a £500 gift voucher to spend on something of their choice, we felt also that it's important that we have something that we can give that they can keep and acknowledge their length of service. So we are catching up with the 6 people who have already hit that mark, and then everybody else who reaches 10 years of service will not only receive the £500 but also will receive a trophy just like the ones that we're going to be giving out today. So we want to take this opportunity to express our personal appreciation to each of the 6 employees for reaching at least 10 years service. These are loyal and dedicated employees who really are the foundation of our business. So thank you for your individual contributions and to the success of Bluebird Care stretching back since 2008, unbelievably. So the first person to receive our Long Service Award and the first person to join us back in February 2008 is Tanya Verney. Congratulations, Tanya.
Thank you, Phil. The second person in terms of Long Service Award is Joshua, and Joshua joined us in September 2008.
Thanks, John. And the third person who joined us in October 2008 is Sandra Owen. So many congratulations, Sandra.
And the next individual to receive the Long Service Award is Jane Atkin, and Jane joined us in December 2008.
And the fifth person to receive a Long Service Award is Chloe Claridge, and Chloe joined us in February 2009. Well done, Chloe.
And the final person to receive their Long Service Award is Charlotte Scott, and Charlotte was the most recent person to receive that award, having joined us in November 2010. So well done, Charlotte, and congratulations.
Just before we close and we just say a few words to end the ceremony, I just also wanted to mention, although Barbara Humphries is not still with Bluebird Care, many of you will know Barbara, and she was she passed the milestone of 10 years with us while still working with us. She retired earlier this year, so at the beginning of 2020, and at that point had been working for us for 11 years. So if you get to watch this, Barb, well done, and I hope you have a good Christmas and New Year with Keith.
And I hope you're both enjoying your retirement. So well done. So just some closing remarks, really. 2020 has been a really difficult year for everyone, and both Phil and I were thinking, what's the best way to review 2020, and more importantly, what are the key lessons that we have learned over the past 12 months? And then unusually I thought of, why not use the quotes made by Boris Johnson during 2020 as a good way of reviewing the key milestones of 2020, but also to use it as a learning to see what lessons, what were the key lessons during the last 12 months. So bear with me, it will make sense by the time I get to the end. So back in January the 1st, 2020, Boris proclaimed, this is going to be a fantastic year for Britain. By March the 3rd, at a press conference, he said, I was at hospital the other night, and I think there were actually a few coronavirus patients. And I shook hands with everybody, you will be pleased to know, and I will continue to shake hands. March the 20th, 7 days later, he said, I am confident that we will beat coronavirus. I think we can turn the tide within the next 12 weeks. 3 days later, announcing the very first lockdown, he said, from this evening, I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home. A couple of weeks later, Boris then said, last night, on the advice of my doctor, I went into hospital for some routine tests as I am still experiencing coronavirus symptoms. A week later, he said, I have left hospital after a week in which the NHS saved my life, no question. A couple of months later, in the middle of summer, Boris said it is very important that people should be thinking about going back to work now if they can. The next day, he said, it is my strong and sincere hope that we will be able to review the outstanding restrictions and allow a more significant return to normality from November at the earliest, possibly in time for Christmas. By the end of October, Boris announces a second national lockdown. In the middle of December, Boris said, I want to be clear, we do not want to ban Christmas, to cancel it. I think that would be frankly inhuman and against the instincts of many people in this country. 3 days later, Boris announced that he's putting more than 17 million people under Tier 4 restrictions. So what have we learned from these series of quotes in the past 12 months? Well, we all started 2020 with great hopes and optimism. Coronavirus, as it was first known, sounded more like a Mexican beer and probably was not too serious. Our Prime Minister nearly died from it, but unfortunately to date, over 65,000 people in the UK have also lost their lives to this deadly virus. We thought that the pandemic would be over by summer, and we had great optimisms that things would be back to normal by Christmas. We were given a series of bizarre, bite-sized slogans: stay at home, save lives, eat out to help out, hands, face, space, to describe what the government wanted us to do. We simply do not know what's around the corner, and that is more so than during 2020. We know that it is a race between the rate of infection and the rate of vaccinations. But I really want to say one final thing, that there is light at the end of this tunnel, and we will get through this, and we will get through this safely, and 2021 will be far more optimistic than we've had over the last 12 months. So over to you, Phil.
So over the last 10 months, we know it really has been a hugely difficult time for everyone. And as frontline care workers, you've probably had to endure more than most. You've worried about your customers, your loved ones, especially if you have children, and of course the anxiety of them being away from school and then returning to school. And in your job as well, you've had to be flexible and endure huge amounts of change, adhering to an ever-increasing rate of changing PPE, changing policies, changing procedures. But throughout the pandemic, you have all remained so resilient, dedicated to your customers, to your colleagues, and of course to the company, to Bluebird Care, for which John and I are truly humbled. Finally, COVID-19 has proved that everything around us is so temporary, and that things around our lives or revolve around our lives, like shopping, hobbies, going for a coffee, seeing a movie, visiting the theatre, they've all gone, of course, by the wayside as we are learning to live without them. Though it's at the end, it's been our own home, our family, that have been the important things and that have kept us safe and kept you safe. And ultimately, those are the things that matter the most. We want to wish you
and your families a safe and happy Christmas and all our best wishes for 2021. Thank you.
Thank you.